Hey guys, it's Laurel. Today is Saturday, March 16th, and this is FLOSSTUBE number 35. So I would like to thank everyone who's come back to see me. I appreciate y'all coming back and spending time. I would like to say welcome. I have a couple new subscribers, so I'm glad you saw what you liked and you decided to subscribe. I will throw out this warning at the beginning of the video. The dogs are out within the house. They're blocked off from this room, so I have my door open so I can listen for them. I normally put them up when I do a video, or I put them outside because they're dogs and they can be a little rambunctious, but it's not quite cool enough for them to just stay outside for as long as this video. They're huskies, so excuse me, I don't like to leave them outside when there's, any amount of heat for too long of amount of time. And they need to run some energy. If y'all don't know much about huskies, they are extremely energetic and they have to be able to run off some energy. So I didn't want to coop them up because I'm going to the pineapple fabric sale when I get done with this video. So they're going to be up for a little bit then. So I decided I would let them run around the house. So we had a little talk, and they're on probation right now. So I have my bar stools at my door so they can't get through. The little puppy, my daughter's puppy, is out there trying to figure out how to get through, so she may come in. So if you hear dogs, just ignore it, as always. And if they get too wild, I'll pause the video and put them up. Okay, I have lots and lots and lots of stuff to show you today. I have FFOs, I have a finish, I have a new start, I have whips, I have haul, I have plans. I've got a lot. I say that, but when I think I've got a lot, it's like a 20-minute video. And when I think I don't, it's begun. And the little one is scaring off the big one because the big ones are afraid of the little one. She has quite a voice, and she's very vocal when she's not happy, is all I'm going to say. So we'll just see how this plays out. It should be interesting. Anyway, so had a fun week. We went last weekend. A group of us got together and had some dinner with some friends. That was really fun. We had a good time. And then Thursday night, we went, my husband, where he works, they had tickets to the Carolina Hurricanes game. So we went to that. It was a lot of fun. It was Military Appreciation Night, and we got to see some kids take their oath for starting their Army careers. So that was a little close to home for me. As you know, my daughter been in the Air Force. She is approaching the end of her deployment, but of course you don't get like real details or anything. So at some point she'll be home, and I'm very excited about that. Everybody's off doing their thing today. Hubby's out golfing. My son is probably at the junkyard right now. He had a little run off the road the other night, so he's working on getting his car fixed up. He's okay. It was a little, when you get a call in the middle of the night, it scares you a little bit as a mom, but everybody's good and everybody's great, and it's been a good week. So we're going to get started. First, just because I found my charts. If you watched my last video, I was talking about my mania that's going to be Teresa Kogut. I was going to show you a couple charts, and I couldn't find them anywhere. They were right there. Right there. I looked half the day last video and couldn't find them. So my plan is Teresa Kogut mania. So I'm just going to run through that again real fast, not in detail, because I talked about it a lot in the last video. But this is a definite for mania. This is Tilly Goat. I have the linen. I have some of the floss. So we're going to Hobby Lobby night because I have another FFO. They called me last night and told me it was ready, but I wasn't going to run over there this morning because I'm going the opposite way to the fabric sale. So tonight, we're going to Asheboro for dinner so I can go pick up my piece. So I'll have that to show you next time. Here I am, babbly again. Last video, I would have just these pauses where what I was trying to say would just leave me completely. And then I would say something and then I would question myself about if that was really right. So obviously I do not make notes for my videos. I tried that. It didn't work for me. So I just literally 5 minutes before I start, I gather my stuff, put them in piles and just go. So if I say something wrong, say words backwards, mix them up, leave words out, just go with it. It's fine. So, Tilly Goat, the fabric. I have the floss. So when I go to Hobby Lobby to pick up my piece, I'm going to get the rest of the floss. Yeah, I think it's all DMC. So I'm going to get the rest of the floss for that. Okay. Second piece, definitely doing, I talked about this, is Star Quilt. Have everything for that. So that's 2 of my Mania pieces. And I had asked you to vote, and these are the pieces I asked you to vote on. So I'm just going to flash them up really fast for those of y'all that already sat through this. Tilly's House. She got multiple votes so far, Tilly's House. Land That I Love. This is one of the ones I couldn't find last week. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nature. It's not my normal thing, but I just love the quirkiness of them birds. I don't know. I just love it. Broad Stripes and Bright Stars. Any of these except for this one because I've already done it. Pet All the Dogs. Or Love Is the Key. Love Is the Key got some votes too. So y'all let me know what you think about that. All right. So next I'm going to show you whips. This piece I haven't worked on since, no, I have worked on it since the last video, but I don't think I showed it to you in the last video. This is one of my monthly assignment pieces. It is Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut. I have not done March yet, so what I'm showing you is February. This one will come out this next week. Yeah, this next week and get worked on. So what I did, so February's, this is sideways, but February's assignment was to do this border of the stars. March's assignment is to do the other side all the way down. So this butterfly, oh, this is hard to hold. This butterfly and this W are part of May's assignment. And the reason I'm trying to stitch ahead a little bit is because of Mania. So I want to get a little bit done on my May assignment so I'm not so far behind when I start back up. Now, May's assignments are W through Z, the butterfly. So I've got W, I've got the butterfly. And then it's this flower. I don't have my piece in here. This flower. I can't remember if that urn is in it or not, but it's kind of this little area right in here. So I won't get that all done before May, obviously, but just a little bit. So my original goal was to try to get my May assignment stitched before May, but I think I'm going to have to do half and half. Have half of them stitched before May, and then half of them I'll have to catch up in June. Probably. I don't know. It's just guidelines. It's nothing like set in stone. And then the next thing I worked on is the dogs are having a standoff right outside the door. They're having like the blink contest. The next thing I have is Louisa Coulimore. And this is what I'm stitching with my friend Pam. I did show this last time, but I have done some more work on it. Hey, puppy. She got tired messing with the big dog. She came in. No, don't do that. She's licking my framed piece. Sometimes dogs are weird. I love them, but sometimes they do the weirdest things. So I finished my March assignment, which was this row and A through G right here. So I went ahead and came down on this side and stitched. I would need to stitch all the way down through that row to finish out May, if that makes sense. I'm really not showing things very good today. But I'm so enjoying this. This is so much fun. So much fun. There's just something about just, you know, a red piece, just the same floss, and just letters. I absolutely love letters. They're looking for her. I don't know if she's in here. They're looking for you, Pie. Okay, and then this is what I am currently working on this week for my rotation pieces. This is Elizabeth Hunt. I'm stitching this with Diane Sutton. I could not remember the name of this halfway through the video. I said it at the beginning of the video last time, and I went totally blank when I tried to talk about it after. Just, I mean, blank. There, no thought in my head at all whatsoever. So you get that a lot with me if you're new here. But Elizabeth Hunt, I love this so much. It is gorgeous. I'm stitching this on 36 count Tyco. I love this linen so much. I cannot even talk about how much I love it. I'm not going to unfold all of it, but this is where I am. Sorry, I had a little brightness right there. But this is where I am. So I will need to finish the basket and those two little flowers next to the basket and the bird on top of the basket to finish up March's assignment. There are bees, these little bees that you see across the top. I'm going to wait and do all those at the end because they have, what's that called? Lazy Daisy stitch or something on them. So I'm going to do that at the end. But oh, this would be, I have not been a monogamous stitcher in a long time. But if I was right now, this would be the piece I would pick. Just combination of the colors and this linen. I'm telling you, I'm buying this linen in droves. In droves. I love it so much. I have a piece. It's by Rosewood Manor. It came out, I think it was last year at market. A Tisket, a Tasket. It's that big basket with all the blues. And I bought all the floss, but I haven't started it because it needs to be stitched on a light linen. And I've told you before, I don't like white. Like, I just don't right now. Now that could change, but right now I just don't like stitching on white. But I think if I got this, I'm going to lay some of the colors out on this and see, but I think that would make me okay with stitching that piece because it's beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I do have one other piece that I stitched on, but I actually finished it. So I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. I have a new start. So I'm going to show you that. I've talked in the past, I have a rotation that I'm trying for my new starts where it will incorporate some of my new stuff and some of the charts out of my stash. So this time the rotation piece for my new starts, it's a lot of words, is the Scarlet House, Mary Miller. I'm sorry, I'm going to open this and take it out of the pack because it is a little glary. I should have taken it out before. They're still looking for her. They're so funny. Okay. Mary Miller. If you watched, maybe it was the video before last, Brenda and the Serial Starter, Laura is doing this one and she's almost done with it. She's done all the top. I don't remember if she started these or not, but she just has some down on the bottom to do, and it is so pretty. Now, I am using not the called for fabric. I don't remember what it calls for. This would have been a good one for Tyco too, but I had a piece of 36 count brown sugar by Fiber on a Whim, which is darker. I mean, you see it's darker. But I kind of wanted my yellow to show up a little bit more. See how the yellow's a little ghosty on the lighter? So we'll see. I'm not too any yellow yet, but we'll see. So I am using the called for floss. And I just got a little start on this. I just stitched one evening. So that's what I have so far. So the blue, the turquoisey, it's a little light, but it's okay. We'll see. But I do love this linen too. I'm really liking Fiber on a Whim. I got a couple things that I'm stitching on their linen and I really like it. I really like it. All right. Now I'm going to show you, let me move some stuff. So I have I'm doing Whipco this year. So all my Whipco pieces are 2 hours. So this month's picks were Knee High and Anniversary from a Blackbird book. So I got Knee High out. Y'all have seen this a million times. It should not be that difficult to get done. I had a little bit of this greeny color to fill in. I had all the blue and white done. I had started on the white on the flag. And I had the barn and one whole side done. I needed to do this stalk, finish filling in the green, and do the red and white on the flag. So I got it out. I worked on it 2 hours, and I did the stalk coming down. And I was like, you know, that's really close. Like, I don't want to put this away for, like, who knows when it will come back out. So I just finished it. I decided I would finish it. So it's stitched on 28 count Monaco that I coffee tea dyed. And here's my finish. I used some of the called for colors, and some of them I changed. I'm pretty sure, and I'm just guessing, the fence is the called for, the green is the called for, the orange and yellow, I just pulled something out of my stash. All of this is called for. I don't know. I don't remember about the blue. The gray is just something I had in my stash. And then the red that's down here and up here is DMC, what is it, like 115? It's that variegated red. So that's my finish. So I had hoped to get this fully finished because I've had the finishing piece forever, because Michelle with Penny's Daughter Shares, I've talked about her before, and I'm sure y'all all watch her. She had finished this piece and finished it in like a barnwood frame. So I have the frame. I didn't go back and look, but I'm pretty sure this is the same one, because I feel like she showed hers and then I went right out and bought the frame. It's been sitting here for a real long time because I have this thing about, that's how I'll finish it. And I buy the stuff, and then you have to actually finish stitching the piece before you can actually finish it into something. But anyway, so hopefully I'll have that next time to show you as a finished piece. Okay, the next Whipco piece for this month was out of this book, A Heart Remembers. And this was this last year? Year before? When was this? I don't know, because it's not on here. I don't know when it was. But anyway, this is what it will look like. I don't know that I'll finish it in a heart. I don't know. And I don't know. I call this piece Anniversary, but I don't know if it's really Anniversary or if it's called Happiness to You, Dear Friend. I don't know, but either way, it's beautiful. So this was before I was making cards, so I don't know what color fabric this is. It's a picture. Oh, yeah, I do. The label's on it. It's a Picture This Plus 32 count Heritage. And I'm using the called for over dye flosses. So I get tickled every time I work on this because these remind me of soft pretzels. So I probably should finish those so they look like what they're intended to and not soft pretzels. But the blues in this are really pretty. Like, I just love that. So that will come out and get its 2 hours. I would love it if that could be a finish, but that's one of those that I pull out and I'm like, oh, this should be like super easy to finish up. And then it takes more time than what you think. So, but that will eventually be a finish because it's Blackbird and it's beautiful. Okay, so now I have three fully finished objects. I don't even know how that happened. Apparently, I get in these phases where all I want to do is just stitch. And then I'll just have a weekend where I'm like, I wonder what I have in there that I could finish some stuff. So that's kind of what happened. So I had ordered, I told you in the last video, I ordered a frame from Art to Frame. It came in like literally 2 days after the video. And we were busy like that night for something I don't remember. But the next night I came right home, laced up my piece, put it in the frame. I love it. Now, I'm going to try to show it to you, but it does not have museum glass. I just got the cheaper glass because it's the first time I ordered. I wasn't real sure. I love this piece, but I knew that wherever I hung it, it's going to be out of the sun because it's red. So I was like, I'm just not going to put the money into it this time. Just trying it and seeing, you know, how everything comes and pricing and everything. But going forward, I will definitely order from them again, and I will order I don't know if they call it museum glass, but I will order with the higher grade of glass. So it's going to be very, very, very reflective. I do have a picture of it on my Instagram, and I might like split my, the picture, the FLOSSTUBE picture that comes up. I might just split it and put this as half of it. So I'm just going to kind of show you a little bit. I tried to. So this is stitched on 25 count Tomato by Lori Holt that I coffee tea dyed. And it is, like I said, it's super glary, but if you just look at the frame, I mean, that frame is beautiful. Well, look, there's a reflection of me. But I do love it. Even though it's glary. If it really bothers me bad, it's probably going to hang in this room. So if it really, once I hang it up, if it's super, super reflective, I'll just pull the glass out. I like to have glass because of the dogs. But they're not allowed in here. This is a no dog room. So I could take the glass out, or I could just buy a replacement museum glass. I don't know. So we'll see. But I am very pleased with how fast the frame came, how well it's made, how accurate it was compared to what was on the website. I did, Chris the Camping Stitcher, I know that she orders a lot of her frames from there. I had messaged her and asked her where she got her frames, and that's what she had told me. So, and her stuff is beautiful. So I was like, if she uses that and frames everything and her stuff looks that good, I'm going to try it. So this will be a thing for me. I'm not saying I will frame everything myself, but I'm not afraid to frame stuff. It's just some pieces, like the piece I'm picking up tonight, I want that piece to be around like a really long time, and I love it so much. So I wanted it to be professionally framed. If I had done this one on like Aztec Red or a linen, I probably would have had it professionally framed. But with it being, it's on 25 count, so I felt like I could frame that and it would be fine. I have to take out a frame for just a second. Okay, so the next piece, I had no intention at all whatsoever of framing it. I have this hanger over here that has all my finish stitching on it. It was just in there, and I was looking for a frame for this next piece that I'm going to show you after this one. And I ran across this frame in my stuff, and I was like, man, I wish that piece would fit in that frame. That frame is so pretty. And I was like, I wonder if that little piece will fit in there. And it does. So this is a Blackbird piece. I think it's called Waiting for the Harvest. It's out of maybe the Winds of Autumn book. It's one of their fall books. I'm pretty sure it's that one. I had gotten this frame, I'm sure at Goodwill. I'm positive. I got it at Goodwill for like a couple dollars. And here it is. So again, it's kind of glary, so I'll kind of angle it. But, ooh, I love that. I love it. I don't think I could have had a better frame for this. I just really, really love it. I told you, I don't stitch Halloween. I'm not a Halloween stitcher, but this is fall to me. You know, I don't mind. I love pumpkins and the crows and stuff. I'm not going to stitch, you know, goblins or witches or anything, just because it's not my taste. But this I really like, so I'm excited. And all my, like, the stuff, I wouldn't say I stitch a lot of seasonal stuff, but I do have some seasonal pieces. And like when the season's over, like I'll put this out in the living room somewhere probably for the fall. But then when it's over, I just come in here and put it on my shelf. I mean, I have Valentine's, I have 4th of July, I have Easter. Like, it's fine because this is just my little room. So I do leave this out in here and I'm really enjoying it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Next, I have been back and forth about this piece, like how I wanted to finish it. I had all these ideas. I was determined I was not going to finish it as a pillow. I was not. I finished it as a pillow because none of the other ways were working. So this is Penny Autumn by Plum Street. So this again was not a planned finish. But I was just in here one night. I'm working on some Kim Deal stuff, and I had a piece of fabric that matched it pretty good. This was extra. So I was like, you know, that would make a pretty backing if I made that into a pillow. So I was like, you know, it's just going to happen. So I did. Now I was going to I have some black, like chenille looking yarn. Like this. I was going to put this same trim on this, but you can see this has black in it, and this is more of a gray black. So I was like, I'll just leave it like this. But then I was thinking somewhere in this room, and I feel like I start a lot of sentences with that, but somewhere in this room I have some Lady Dot chenille trim that I had ordered. Actually, I think I'd ordered it for this other piece, but it was too light for that. It's more of a gray black. So when I find that, I'm going to audition it on this and see if it will look good with this. So if that happens, I'll show it to you again. But who am I? What? Right? Like, if you watch me, you know, like, this is not, like, this doesn't happen. This is crazy. So who knows when it will be before you see some more FFOs, but I'm very excited that happened. Okay. So I'm just going to talk real fast about plans before I move on to haul. So Blackbird for my WIPGO. This week I'm pulling my dwelling place back out. This weekend I'm hoping to finish my assignment on Elizabeth Hunt. Then next week will be, the following week will be my assignment stitching for Christmas Garden. I do have another start. It's right here, eating away. So in my rotation, my next start will be a new small piece. I think I know what it is. I've got it narrowed down to, I have two last time I did that, I kept wanting to say Brenda Verjay. Well, that's not her name. I have two Brenda Gervais charts that are new to me that I've recently purchased that have smalls in them. So I'm looking at one of those to start. So maybe I will have a new start for the next video. And also, I had said in the last video I would be back in 2 weeks, and it's been 3 weeks. But a couple things happened. I had time, like last weekend, to film. I just sat around and stitched last weekend, did a little laundry, cleaned up a little bit, but I had plenty of time. But I was kind of toying. I was like, you know, everybody's showing a bunch of like market videos and stuff, recaps, and everybody's going to be watching those. So I'm just going to get lost in the shuffle of those. So I don't know if I should film this weekend. And then when I got home Friday night, I went to like situate my stuff. You know, when I get home, I have my, you know, Tupperware from lunch and my coat and my purse and all that stuff. And I was like, where is my cross stitch bag? Because I had been working on Louisa Coulimore. And that's pretty much all the stitching I had done was just Louisa Coulimore. And I couldn't find my bag. I left it at work because I stitched at lunch. So I was like, well, I guess that's just a clear sign that I was not meant to do a video this weekend. So that's why it's been 3 weeks. I should quit saying I'll be back in 2 weeks. I should start saying I'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks. But anyway, I do hope you all got to watch the market videos. If you didn't watch, Tara Sullivan did a great job in each room, like taking pictures and stuff and documenting. And I mean, she just really, really, really did a great job. Other people did too. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't, but hers, I watched her stuff. I followed her on Instagram, and she really did a good job. She also put a video out this morning. I started watching it while I was eating my bagel. When I get home, I'll finish watching that. I'm very excited. She's becoming one of my new favorites. Okay, now I'm going to show you haul. So this is not haul. I had this Channing Street. So someone had started a hashtag. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like for previous market pieces. And it was, it was meant for you to go back and go, oh, well, I bought that at market last year, but I never started it. This was my favorite piece for market last year. It was so much my favorite that I bought it and did nothing with it. So I ordered my fabric, which is the called for, right? Yes, it's the called for, and the floss. I don't know if I showed that in the last video or not, but when I get to my next start rotation, this is one of the contenders. Because, you can't start it till you have all the stuff. You can't finish it till you start it. So in order to finish something, you must start it and you must buy the stuff. So step one, I have all the stuff. That's how my mind works. Are you back? Are your sissies chasing you? Are they chasing you? I don't know if you can hear the breathing, but the little Piper, she came back in, and the two Huskies are like, they have their heads stuck through the bar stools at the door. So I should probably speed up a little bit. All right, so haul. Last video I showed you, I said there was 2 charts that were just kind of eating at me that weren't market pieces that I was wanting. I had shown you the one last year, which was the Art by Lottie Di. And then I told you there was a piece that Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch had shown. This was in her last Whip Parade. I don't remember when it was, but if you go back and watch, I'm sure you can just Google or put in YouTube her name and Whip Parade, and it will come up. But she showed this piece. I had never seen it before, never heard of it, which doesn't mean anything, but I'd never seen it. She showed it, and I like stopped the video, and I was like zooming in on it. I was like, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. So I'd said something to Pam. I was talking to her one night. We were Zooming, or not Zooming, but FaceTiming or something. And I was like, have you seen this? And she pulled it up, and I pulled it up, and we were looking, and we kept zooming in, and I was like, that looks like satin stitch, which I am terrible at. She was like, it does look like satin stitch. So I was like, it's so pretty, but I got to practice my satin stitch before I do it. Well, I just bit the bullet and ordered it, and it's not satin stitch. It is actual, there's no satin stitch in it. It's all just cross stitch. But I love this. Sarah Barker. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. Here's the antique. But, oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. So it calls for, they have overdyed cottons, dinky dyes, and DMC. And then there's, why does that say that? I don't know. It has a note down here, something about Gentle Arts and Classic Color Work. I'm not sure. But I might have to go back and watch her video again to see which flosses she's using and what fabric, because hers looked really, really good. And excuse me. And these colors would match my bedroom. So that's just a win-win. Oh, it's so pretty. Your puppy's just laying there by my feet, just being so sweet. I have to throw my pile somewhere else. Okay. I also talked in the last video about market picks. I was like, there's no need just to rush out and buy all these market picks at one time. They'll be around. They're not going to like put them out and then make them out of print in a month. But I seem, Piper, stop. Hey, stop it. But I seem to have bought a few of them already. And it's just because, I'm like, oh, I need to buy such and such from here. And, oh, let's just see which one of the market releases they have, right? So, Serenity. This is beautiful. Now, I've watched a couple people's top 10 picks. Not like a lot. Like, I watched Pam and Steph just keep stitching. I love them. I watched their top 10, or Keepsake's top 10. Steph had shown theirs. And then I watched Finally a Farm Girl and Stitchy Linda. I love them. And Stitchy Linda did Brick City's top 10. This was in both of their top 10s. And nothing else I picked from Market was in their top 10, I don't think. There was a lot of Primrose, which I like the Primrose charts. They just weren't like in my top 10. And the Tiny Town. But both of them, I'm pretty sure, had this. Beautiful. I think we're going to see a lot of this stitched over the next year. I think that Teresa knocked it out of the park. Out of the park. Plum Street. Proverbs 31. So pretty. Now this is only 115 by 115. And it's not 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. It's like 13 colors. But I feel like that would stitch up pretty fast. And then I told you, this one just got me. It just got me like nobody's business. Miss Hazel. So I went ahead and bought the fabric. I probably should have went ahead and bought the floss, but I wanted to see which colors I already had. And I was just at work and I just felt like I had to buy it. So I wasn't at home where I could look. But looking, I've only got, I don't know, I have a few of the colors. So, and that would be a small. It's 61 by 105. And she's just so cute. And then this one, this was the first one that I bought. Your puppy needs attention. And I bought it simply because it was the first one that I saw come in stock anywhere. I didn't pre-order anything for Market. Because, I mean, it's going to be out there. And I feel like some of the stuff, actually, when you pre-order, sometimes you just get stuff quicker if you wait till it's just in stock and you order it, versus if you pre-order and they're holding your whole order, because of shipping, trying to make it cheaper for you, but they're holding your whole order waiting on that one chart to come in. Sometimes you can just get them faster if you just order them. So the greatest of these, I'm obsessed with these. I can't wait for the other two to come out. Someone, I don't know if it was Tara or someone else, but someone showed, I think they had all three of the pillows that, the two other upcoming releases. I think they had all of them at Market, the models, but of course they're just not releasing the charts yet. And I'm kind of torn. This is on 40 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. I haven't done any 40 count, but I like the size that it would finish at 40 count. So I don't know. I don't know. I might order a piece and just see. But I'm really liking 36, and I never thought I would like 36. So maybe I'll like 42. I just need to bite the bullet. I don't know. So, Pam, you need to give me a pep talk or something and tell me. But I did go ahead and order the floss with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then yesterday, I got noticed that I got a package from Fat Quarter Shop, which is not abnormal. I get a lot of packages from Fat Quarter Shop. It's almost like a daily thing. My husband, he just laughs now because, you know, when it comes, it doesn't say Fat Quarter Shop. It says Kimberly Jolly. He's like, well, your friend Kimberly sent you some more stuff. I said, I know. She is such a good friend. She is such a good friend. But I got a package yesterday from Fat Quarter Shop. We had Bible study last night. So on Bible study nights, our church is like right down the street from where I work. But work and church is like 30 minutes away from home. So I don't come all the way home on Friday night to turn around and drive all the way back. So I just take my stitching or whatever, go over to his church early and just kind of hang out. But when my son got there, he was like, you got a package from Fat Quarter Shop. He said, but it's drenched because we had like a lot of rain yesterday. And I was like, oh no. I said, did you open it or anything? He said, no. He said, I didn't open it. He said, but it's pretty wet. And I was like, oh no. So I pulled my account up on Fat Quarter Shop and I was like, okay, let me see what was in this package because I have a couple orders they're working on. But it was my Blackbird charts. And I was like, oh no, just please don't let them be ruined. So I was like, maybe they'll be in plastic. Got home, opened the package. They were not in plastic, but they're fine. So I was like, whew. So I got Moments of Glad Grace. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And I love how they split it up and did like little finishes. And I love More Strong. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I only have a few more things that were on my list to, or my wish list from Market. So apparently I'm not doing a very good job of just hanging tight and being patient. Which is no big surprise. If you watch me, like, I love some haul. I love to order me some stuff. And every time I say, I gotta slow down a little bit, but I don't. You know, I want to support the designers. And, you know, I'm not going broke buying my stuff. And it makes me happy. So it's okay. I love to have some stitching in hand. And it's very peaceful for me. So that's all I have for my stitching portion. I'm going to... real fast, I have just a couple things in haul for quilting and 2 things that I worked on sewing wise, and then just plans for that. And then I forgot to get something that's behind you, but I'll get it in a second. So like maybe 10 more minutes. So would love it if you hang out. If you're not, I'll be back in, I'll say 2 to 3 weeks with an update. I will be talking more about my final choices. I gotta pick my final choices for Mania. So if you didn't vote last time, let me know what you think I should do for Teresa Kogut. Let me know. And if it's something I haven't shown, if there's another Teresa Kogut chart that you're like, oh, this is like, I stitched this and it was wonderful and you should do it, like, let me know down below. So if you're not hanging around, thank you for coming and spending some time with me. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon. So I will go ahead and start quilting with my haul. So this is very underwhelming, so I'll just show you this. I got some grunge white to do my fence and my house on my, what's it called? Quilter's Cottage quilt that I'm doing with some friends from camp. So I got that. I got a new book. This was on Amazon and the book was super cheap, like a couple dollars, kind of super cheap, but you couldn't get free shipping. So I don't have Amazon Prime on my account. My husband has Amazon Prime. So I told him, I said, let me hold your phone. I want to see if this will qualify on your Prime for free shipping. So I put it in and it didn't. I mean, I didn't think it would, but I had to try just to see. So because I had put it in there, it was in his history. So sweet little hubby, he just went ahead and bought it for me. I had a little surprise. So I love that one. But these are all little quilts. They're so, so pretty. I mean, look at this. Isn't that pretty? I have no willpower when it comes to quilting books, like zero. And I had seen this for a while. I love a puzzle. I am like a puzzle putter together. Like if it snows, I have a puzzle in front of me. I don't know what it is about snow, but when it snows, I feel like I have to sit down. We have a little table set up in the like kitchenette area, and it looks out over the backyard, and it's just so pretty when it snows. Now, I hate snow. I'm not a fan of snow, but it is pretty. So when that happens, I clear that table off real good, and I get me a puzzle, and I sit there, and that's what I do. So this was on flash sale at Fat Quarter Shop. So I ordered it. It's cute, right? So I'll probably get that out sometime this week and work on that, because it's about time for another puzzle. I haven't done one in a while. Isn't that right, Pie? Oh, I wish y'all could see how cute she is down here. Just cute. This was hanging up behind me, the last block that I did on this in the last video, but I didn't really talk about quilting, so I am still slowly ticking away on Swoon 16. Goodness. Slowly ticking away on Swoon 16. Let me get a drink of water. It's not water today, it's Dr. Pepper. We didn't have any cold waters, so I did that. So I have all these cut out. They've been cut out forever. I've been talking about it forever. I only have 3 blocks done, but this is the last block that I did. So you see, it'll be like a pretty good contrast from the other. So it'll look good. I'm going to look when I go to Pineapple today for my sashing to see. I was thinking grunge, but I don't know. We'll see. I would like to find, I don't know, something similar to this in another line, but we'll just have to see how that works. But you know, I don't know if any local people watch me, but it's Pineapple sale this weekend. I haven't been there in a while, so it's not a bad little trip. So that's what I'm gonna do this afternoon, is go do a little fabric shopping, and that's on my list. Okay, so the next thing I worked on was Comfy Cozy. This is in the Simple Whatnots Club that I've been talking about. I did finish the whole inside. I have the red pieces cut for the border, but I haven't done the applique yet. Now, I've been watching some videos to see, because Kim Deal uses the freezer taper and freezer paper method of applique. I know, I'm almost done. I'm sorry. So I've been watching some videos on it. There is a lady called Canary Quilts. She has a YouTube channel. She did this quilt. She is also doing Dear Jane. And she kind of talks in detail about pros and cons of her experience with doing the freezer paper method. So, I don't know. I need to watch some more things and do a little practicing. Because at first I was like, maybe I can just leave that off. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, maybe I can just do the corners. Then I was like, no, because it needs that. It needs the pennies to make it work. I'm sorry, I'm petting the dog because she needs attention. Do you want to come say hi? Do you? Come here. No, she doesn't want to say hi. So this is the inside. So it's done. Now, there's a couple pieces that are a little bit askewed, I will say, but I'm not going to point them out, because if you don't point them out, they blend in okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I know better than this, especially in a little quilt, but I made all my little blocks. I went in and laid them out, and then I sewed them into rows, and then I started sewing the rows together. I was like, why is this so off? Why is this not working? Because I didn't trim up my squares. I didn't square them up. I don't know why I thought I didn't need to do that, but you do. Like, if you're a beginner quilter, I'm going to give you a tip. Do not cut corners. Like, if it says square your blocks up, square them up. Even if it doesn't say, like, you know, the more accurate your squares are, the better and easier your quilt's going to go together. I know better. But anyway, there was a piece, I'm going to say, right here. You see this pink piece right here? It was like this. And I had already had this row sewed together, and this row, and this row. Like, these 3 rows were sewn together. It was eating me up because it's pink, so it's lighter, and it was really showing up how off it was. So I'd worked on it one night, and you can, if you're a quilter, you know, like, sometimes you just have those moments where it's just not working. It's just not a good sewing night for you, and you just need to walk away. So I walked away from it. I looked at it for a little bit. I came back the next night, walked in the room, and it still was like glaring at me. So I was like, okay, absolutely not. We can't. I'm going to get her. Hold on. Come here. Come here. I don't know what she wants, but she does not want to be picked up. But anyway, I came in and it was glaring at me. So I took that block. You know, I did some creative picking out, and I got that piece out and I replaced it, which I'm glad I did because it would really bother me if I had left it in there. So I got that done. I will say I did tell a story. These are not coming from Fat Quarter Shop every other month. They're coming every month. So I have another one on its way, and I have the one that I showed you in the last video that I need to get done. So I will probably, my plan is to cut out the one that I have this next week. Maybe next weekend I can get it sewn together. It's a little, my sewing room is in a section of the house where the sun just beats it to death during the day. So sometimes when I get home in the evening, it is still like hot in here, which we did finally have to turn our air conditioner on. Because I came home one night, it was miserable in this house, and I had wanted to sew that night and I just couldn't. It was too hot in here. So now that we got that on, maybe I can get some sewing done during the week. But, you know, I'm older, my eyes are not as good. So Saturday's a better sewing day for me.
What is it, baby? What?
I'm so sorry. Saturday's a better sewing day for me, but I don't always have a lot of time. Sorry, now she wants to be in the video. She's very no, not in the mouth. She's very lovey-dovey right this second. She's not always lovey-dovey, but when she is lovey-dovey, she's she's very lovey-dovey. Oh no, we have a break-in. So apparently it's time for the end of my video, because I don't know if you saw the tail over here, but that's probably why she wanted to get in my lap. So she's probably about to bark at her. I don't even know how she got in here. You should not be in here. So anyway, I'm glad you came by to see me. I was going to show you one other thing that I'm going to try to work on for the next video, but I don't think I can get up with her without y'all hearing some ferociousness. So I will show you that next video. It's something I'm working on for my daughter. So you'll just have to be in suspense till the next video, I guess. But I'm glad that y'all stopped by to see me. I appreciate you coming by. I hope between now and the next video, you get lots of stitching and lots of quilting done. And I will see you in 2, maybe 3 weeks. Bye, guys.